Hello everyone and welcome to Matchday vlog. AFC Bournemouth taking on Manchester City in the Premier League. Another evening game, a free hit. Although City are a team that have wobbled at times this season, dropped points against Nottingham Forest last weekend, dropped points in the Champions League. So maybe the Cherries, for the first time in our history in the Premier League, take something off of Pep Guardiola's team. It's going to be an interesting game. I suppose it's not really about whether we'll win or lose. It's about how we perform. Can we have a part to play in this fixture? Blood, sweat, tears. Leave everything on the field. Battle for 50-50s. Don't just invite pressure too much. Have an impact going forward. Can we turn Man City the other way a few times? Just be proud of a performance today. I'd be more than happy with that. And if we get out with a draw, then that'll be a massive bonus, because we do need to pick up something against these big teams, because we haven't done that really all season. Hit like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I think we're 10 away from 1400. Please do subscribe and help us get there. And at the end, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Dean Court will get preparations and the action. Come on, Cherries! Heart 1-1, head maybe 2 or 3-1 C. But let's go!
Since I was a boy, I would rise with the sun, always chasing the noise. I was ready to run. Never have I felt so alive. I felt the earth shaking under my feet. With every step, I was riding the beat. My soul and I, straight to the sky. Gotta get moving. Gotta get moving. I can't help myself. Gotta get moving. Keep on moving. Gotta get moving.
Outside the main reception, waiting for the Man City coach to turn up. Got Mark Cole. Happy birthday for the other day. It was my birthday as well.
Cheers.
So hope you had a good one.
Yes, thank you.
Interesting game today. What's your thoughts on Bournemouth Manchester City?
Yeah, obviously going to be a really tough game. Heart says hopefully we can nick a 1-1 draw, but head things would, even if we have a go, but we get beat like a 3-1, but we show positives in that, hopefully. But yeah, maybe a 1-1, but possibly a 3-1 defeat.
We are due one. We are due a result against Manchester City. So on match day, if you fancy a pre-match drink, you've got the 1910 bar, but you need to get to the ground many hours beforehand. Otherwise, you end up with a queue. However, President of Business Operations at Bournemouth, Jim Favola, kindly interacted with Bournemouth fans on Twitter this week and said that they've got an alternative plan that they're going to put in place, and that's to go to bar 1 of the main concourse. Bar 1 of the main concourse. That's where I'm going to head. I'm going to skip out this queue and I'm going to head for bar 1. But before I do that, Alfie, how are you?
4-0 Man City.
No. And what's your heart prediction?
Heart prediction, Man City going to batter us after getting 2 very bad results during the week.
Yeah.
They're going to make a point out of us today. I wouldn't say 4-0, maybe 2-0, maybe. Haaland. I'm just excited to see Haaland, really. I'm just so excited.
But we don't expect much from this.
No.
But we know earlier on in the season when Arsenal came to town, the game was over very quickly. So
Definitely.
it's all about trying to stay in the fixture today.
Yeah. I think Jack Stevens is going to play very well. I think he's going to keep us in it for a little bit. That's if he starts, let's say we're about 30 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
Well before team sheets now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a result today. I went down the pub extra early to have a couple of pints, because this is going to be a tough one, I reckon.
Yeah.
But I'm a Bournemouth fan. Let's just hope for 2-0, so the goal difference isn't too bad.
Absolutely. Right, I'm going to skip out this queue. I'm heading to bar 1 if it's open. Looks like they just shut it actually. But anyway. So update. I'm in the 1910 queue, like I have been done many times before. So the bar's open from 2:30 until 4 on this fixture. Has to close an hour and a half before kick-off because that's when the official turnstiles open for the match. But we have been fortunate enough to sort of catch up with Jim Rivola, and he said the plan is to potentially open up more turnstiles in the future early so you can still get refreshments. So not quite solved the 1910 problem yet, but Jim's trying, and hopefully they'll find a permanent solution in the near future. We're in the bar. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good. Not feeling confident, but you know, it is what it is.
Right, we got a lot of defenders in our team. They got a lot of attackers. It's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be very tough. I think they're going to easily exploit us. No issue whatsoever. Haaland's going to get a hat-trick tonight.
Can I get a heart prediction off you then? Not a head, just a heart one. It's going to give some
My heart says a draw.
Yeah,
but reality is not a draw.
it's going to be a tough one. So those lineups are out. We know that there was going to be no Tavernier because he's picked up a new hamstring injury. So we thought it might be Anthony, but you are thinking wrong. Gary O'Neill's going for a risky tactic here of loading the defence, and Chris Mepham is in. So it looks like it's going to be a back five, a middle four, and Dom up top. I really hope that Dom doesn't become isolated in this game. We've got to get Dango and Traore as close to Dom in any turnovers we get. The sub-bench is a bit weird as well, and interestingly, Novena, 2 goalkeepers, so I'm not sure if Darren Randolph's a good option outfield if we need to do something different. Obviously joking, but a bit of a weird sub-bench as well. And as I said earlier on in this vlog, if we lose, we lose. It's Manchester City. It's how we lose, and I think we're really asking for it. And as we go into the main core of this vlog with the action, if we are deep, we don't offer anything, and we lose comfortably, then unfortunately you are going to receive a little bit of negative feedback because you're not putting any influence on the fixture. So let's see how it plays out. It looks risky for me, but I'm sure the players will put heart, effort, blood, sweat and tears, hopefully into the fixture. And by the end of the game at full time, we'll obviously know the outcome. Here comes the action.
Gotta get moving. I can't help myself. Gotta get moving. Gotta get moving. I can't help myself. Gotta get moving. 'Cause I'm born to run.
Fixture 2 minutes in, you can see it is as expected a back three. Stevens playing between Mepham and Senesi, Samora left wing back, Smith right wing back. That's an interesting call because we know that Smith has struggled for getting up and down this season, so we'll see how that plays out. Lerma Billing in the middle, Dango off the right, Traore off the left, Dom up top. And we are on the ball, trying to get ourselves up the pitch. City 1, Bournemouth 0 here. Not sure it's going to go to VAR. We have settled into a red wall. We're settled into a red wall from about 10 minutes. Man City have dominated the ball, which we expected. But our possession has been so sloppy, and in games when we know we're not going to have much of the ball, we've got to try and pass well. Lerma's been a culprit of that, and leading to that first goal for Manchester City was us giving the ball away through Traore, and we've been punished. It's taken 15 minutes for Man City to take the league. It could be a long way back from here. Good block, Stephen. Behind again. Minutes gone. Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 0. Ball in behind Mepham. Cross. Foden tried to put it away. Didn't put it away. Erling Haaland definitely did. He scored his second goal in 7 games. And where he didn't have the right boots on last weekend, he has this weekend. 3 centre-backs on the pitch, 2-0 down.
Now with it.
Half time, 3-0 Manchester City. Phil Foden, Phil Billing, hospital ball across the pitch. Phil Foden picked it up straight through on goal against Neto. We have been so poor with the ball this half, and it has been completely pointless putting this many defenders on the pitch. 3-0 again at half time. And that is half-time, Manchester City 3, Bournemouth 0 at Dean Court. Thank you for watching this video. If you're checking it out, do hit the like button just for me. I'll much appreciate it. Got another 45 minutes to come. I'm sure that loads of changes might happen because we've got absolutely nothing to lose at this stage. We've had nothing to lose from minute 1. But it is a bit of a shame that what we feared and what I feared by playing 3 centre-backs is what's unravelled before half-time. We'll see what the second half brings. Please do hit that like button, just for me. Enough to see us default to a negative setup before the game. The fact that we haven't changed it at half time. 5 minutes into this second half and it's 4-0. We are all over the shop. We're gifting goals, we're not winning second balls, we're at 6s and 7s at the back. That's probably an own goal. Completely pointless this has been, and what a waste of an opportunity just to give Manchester City a football match.
Thank you for your support around the ground this afternoon. We look forward to welcoming you back to Vitality Stadium on Saturday 11th of March.
Thank you for watching this matchday vlog. Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 4. A bit of a wasted opportunity to give Manchester City a football match and a game. The way we set up, for me, we were asking for trouble. We've had a few good results recently, a few good performances. I know that Tavernier was going to be out, but I don't quite understand why Anthony didn't just come in, and we just sort of continued to build on what we've done recently. But we've defaulted to a negative formation, chucking in an extra centre-back. In theory, the process of having 3 centre-backs and 5 defenders is to be hard to beat, and we were easily beaten, especially in that first half. We were cut open a few times. We allowed Man City to break us down comfortably. We didn't react to second balls. We were ball watching. We didn't react to deflections, and then we're even passing through balls to Phil Foden to slot away. So not a great result, but we almost set ourselves up to fail, if that's the right word to use, in this way. And I think if we'd have had an approach where we could use the new attacking talent that we have in this side from the January transfer window and just try and push Man City back a little bit in pockets and in moments, it might have been a better result where we could have held our heads high. We might still have lost because we don't beat Manchester City, we know that, but we could have given them a game, and we rolled over way too easily. It was a comfortable victory for them. We had a good spell in the last 10 minutes, but it's similar to Stamford Bridge. Manchester City had done all their work and they were happy for us to have the ball. So that little burst of energy in the last 5 minutes was because the game was gone, and nothing else rather than that. So not sure why Gary, Tommy and Sean thought that this would be a good idea. I will say that a lot of fans around me were also confused with the lineup before the game, and they were worried that we might get punished quite comfortably, and it played out exactly like that. So we go to Arsenal next week, and we need to make sure we don't do that. We need to make sure that we believe in ourselves a little bit, be brave, and see if we can put our own foot in a fixture against a team that are higher in the league, because we really haven't troubled any of these top teams. With regards to the 1910 bar, I was stuck in the queue. I didn't actually get into bar 1. That's because they closed it an hour and a half before kickoff. I did actually bump into Jim Fravola. Very nice guy. Got to meet him and have a chat, and apparently they need to shut the bar 1 under the concourse, in the concourse, because the turnstiles were opening for the fixture. So he's definitely not comfortable with people queuing to try and get a pre-match drink. They are definitely looking actively at resolving that and potentially opening turnstiles throughout the stadium. That's something they're definitely looking into going into future games. So we'll see how that plans out. So look, they're trying to move the club forward. They're trying to change some of these pre-match issues that we're having, and we have to praise them there, but didn't quite work out. I still was in a queue, but I did eventually get into the 1910, get a pre-match drink before the game. Do hit the like button, do subscribe, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. But it was a game that unfortunately frustrated, and I didn't want to be frustrated today. I just wanted to see Bournemouth do well and, you know, have a bit of a go, and if we lose, fair enough, but just wasn't feeling the fixture once the lineups come out, and I don't want to feel like that, but that's how it played out, and unfortunately we did fall to the Man City power, and it was 4-1. We'll go to the Emirates next week though. We'll bring you some content before that game. We'll have a preview in the week and we'll see how we get on against Mikel Arteta's men. But from this video and this vlog, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Up Cherries!